What's going on, guys? FM Wizard here, and today I'm bringing you our first ever season review for our 1860 Munchen save. So it was a pretty good season, as you all know. We won the title. It was close, but also we won it by 5 points, I think it was. Yeah, 5 points. So I've come back a bit early than other seasons have finished, like other competitions, like the Premier League, La Liga, they're all still going. But we did get all our season review emails. So end of season's awards, obviously. King Awuzie won. I mean, 74%. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a player win the Fans Player of the Season by such a landslide. Noel Nyman was second, and then Afghan was third. And goal of the season was in our loss to Grosspatch, right at the start of the season, I think it was. Yeah, 3rd of August. A 1-2 loss at home. It was our only goal of the game. We'll see what it is. I personally really don't remember it. It's when we were playing a very narrow formation. Apparently, that formation made really good goals. So let's have a look. Oh, I do remember this. Really? Alright, well, that's the goal of the season. I thought that was a pretty standard King Awuzie finish. Obviously, young player of the season also goes to King Awuzie. He took the treble. That's why he's got the name King. If you didn't see the last episode, you have to watch it. Just for that game. Stats dominated by King Lucy yet again. Top goal scorer, highest average rating, most player of the match awards. Most assists went to Eric Uyghur, right back. He really impressed me this season. He was really good. He made that right back spot his own. He deserved it. Best pass completion, Quirin Mole. I just call him Mole. Most yellow cards, Uyghur. I could have predicted that. He just wouldn't stop getting yellow cards. I think he got one in every game in last episode. But most red cards goes to Marcus Wilsic and Mole. Obviously, I think this is his red card was in the Bayern game. He's got 4 assists, so our fullbacks really do get involved because I think he's back up to Uyghur. But it looks especially the right fullback they really get involved in the attacking of the team. Obviously, Mole was in the second last game where we secured the title. So that's that. That's the end of season awards and stats. As you hear our season review, we're expected to be in a running for a playoff place, but performed even better and finishing top of the pile as champions. Match of the season, I wouldn't say that was our match of the season, to be honest. I'd say our match of the season was that Bayern game. That was amazing, or the Ingolstadt game. Any game, now the Bayern game was 10 times better. It was just, if you haven't watched that, oh, it was amazing. We basically went 1-0 down, and then we went a man down, I think it was. Then we had a penalty, missed that, and then we still won 3-1. It was a truly incredible game. It's probably the best game I've played on Football Manager ever. But I see our average attendance quite full. I think we're going to need to expand our stadium soon, especially if we're going to want to if we get into the Champions League further down the track, way further down the track, because we want to be raking in that gate receipts money. Now this is a bit concerning. This part, fight bravely against relegation. Yeah, that's not fight bravely usually means you don't really have a chance. But we've got to develop players using the club's youth system, sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Yeah, I probably do that. I do that anyway, so I'll keep that. Sign players to sell for a profit. That's desired. I don't know if I'll do that. We'll see. Minimum 2-year contract for first team players. Well, I'm not happy with the sign players on. We're going to negotiate this. Let's try and get rid of them, see what they say. Nope, they really do not like that. I don't want to do that one, just because it's more... Okay. Just give me that. Just give me something. Show me that you're negotiating. Alright, so no, we're no longer over that 2-year thing. Don't really care, but... End of season, now. I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely delighted with promotion. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, that could have gone better. Actually, here we also got 2 records. So we got the 7 assists by Eric Uyghur as a new team record, and King Awuzie sets the record for most player of the match awards. I mean, 7 assists is really not a lot. I'd like to know what the record was prior to Uyghurs. But anyway, so the dynamics for the end of the season are all in really good state actually. So you see the managerial support's excellent. I think we'll start there. Yeah, everyone loves me. Rightly so. Team cohesion, good. Yeah, dressing room atmosphere is very good, which is very good, I guess. Yeah, because most of them are German. Most of the players have been similar length of time and professional squad, which I like. I didn't really see that throughout the season, actually. I can't lie. I saw a lot of complacency, and I think that last game of the season really showed that the team were on holiday. I said that in the press conference. I said mentally the team were already on holiday, which is fair enough. It was a stressful last couple of games. I just sort of didn't want to play that last one. So now we're in the medical centre. I see Timo Gebhardt is the only injured player at the moment. I don't actually remember him getting injured. Sprained ankle ligament. Nasty stuff, that one. We're going to go to the injury history and just look at this season. So the longest time we had out was 4 months, and I think we joined, and that was already there. Same with our Uyghur. Um, so yeah, longest injury is that Timo Gebhardt. I can't really have any complaints with on the injury front this season. We've been really lucky, and you have to be to win the title. But see, Noel was another, probably the next biggest. Wayne, so it didn't really affect my plans too much. Um, But yeah, other than that, there's just like been some little niggles. So if we look at our schedule, of course we had our pre-season, which was I think was very good. Obviously we bet Bayern Munich, came back from 2-0 down to beat them 3-2. Another great game. Then we started the season well, 3-0, 1-0. Hit a bit of a bump here. That's where our goal of the season was, according to the game. Then we went on a little bit of a run, and then we're shot down to earth after the amazing Bayern game. So see there, yeah, 1-0 down and came back and won 3-1. We 10 men, and we also had a missed penalty. Geez, 243 days ago. Time flies. Then, of course, we were shot down to earth by our enemies, KFC, who are one of the few teams to do the double of us, if not the only team, I think. Yeah, the only team to do the double on us. Then we continued on mediocre. I think this was our roughest 2 months of the season, November, December, as you can see here. We got 2 wins in the whole 2 months. Then we went into the break, and then after the break, we came out and just went on an absolute run. This was when we won the title. These runner games here, definitely, as we can probably see here, we sort of were in first a bit, and then we put this folio on, and we went through that rough November, December stage, and then fourth, back into first, and we just made that position our own for the rest of the season. That run really helped us out. Obviously, winning games does usually help you out on the table. Obviously, more critical wins, lots of 1-0s, but that's really important. That's what wins you the title. Those games where it's a slog of an affair, but you squeeze out that goal, get the 3 points instead. I can't remember what the gap was at one point, but I feel like it was a pretty big gap. It sort of reduced a bit to 5 points, which I'm still happy that that's a really good gap for a team that's predicted to just squeeze or contend for a playoff. Most of our losses, apart from KC, were from the bottom half of the table, which is disappointing to say the least. Obviously, our transfers were not very exciting. Um, we sold 2 players, Molders, 20k. I didn't really rate him. I thought he's already unhappy at his new club. I just didn't think. Obviously, we had King Owusu. I definitely knew how much of a gun Owusu was at the time. Sold him for 21,000. 35 years old. He did actually score 8 goals last season. He should. And of course, he sold Nicholas Lang. I don't know. His potential. He could have had good potential. He could have had good potential. But just the uncertainty about the potential and the fact that he didn't have a face in the face pack was enough to push me over the edge and sell him. So I went for 20k, and where is it? He's valued at 43k now. So maybe I might actually get a scout report on him. We can have a look. The rest was sort of freeze. I don't know if I didn't really do any of those. I loaned out this guy, but that's right. Yeah, he can probably go. I really want to clear out the team. We got to rebuild it a bit. It's got a good young core, but it needs a better youth in the midfield, especially centre backs. Of course, King Lewis is out the door, so it just needs a bit of a kickstart all around the pitch. on the way in and we didn't sign anyone. No one else came in. I'd love to make this happen again. King of Wusu comes in on loan, but chances are against us there. Now we go to the development center, and I'm not gonna lie here. I rarely check this throughout the season. I really should, and I usually do, but this season I just didn't check it. But we have a couple good potential, especially this guy. We got him on youth intake. He's actually on the up, but I can't play them. That's another thing about this league is I cannot play them because it physically doesn't let you. There's a rule against it. Players under 17 on 1st of the 1st 2020 aren't allowed to play. Let's check that in the Bundesliga actually. The second Bundesliga. I keep calling the Bundesliga. Players under 17. Oh my gosh, it's such a silly rule. How about the Bundesliga? Yeah, players under 17. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good rule or a bad rule, but under 17 players can't play in the Bundesliga. I just don't see it as necessary. Let's check the Pokal actually. See if under 17 players can play in the Pokal. I cannot remember these first three letters for the life of me. DFB. DFB. Alright. Players under 17. It must be a German rule. Fair enough. It's not a division rule. It must just be a German worldwide football rule. I don't know. Whatever floats the boat. Under 19. So, couple good prospects, couple good potential. Couple, more like a few. But if we go over here to our second team, it probably needs a bit of a clear out, to be honest. Like, I'm never going to use this player, probably. It's listed, that's why. But, yeah, this guy looks alright too. He's injured at the moment, though. Broken lower arm. Alright, so leagues are starting to wrap up around the world, so we're going to have a quick look. So, Barcelona won the La Liga in the end. They bet Real Betis. Atletico, I wonder if they won. I think they did. I think both teams won. Yeah, they won 4-1. Real Madrid were a bit off the pace by the looks of it. Oh wow, Clasico in the Champions League final. Just a quick preview of the Champions League before we jump onto that one. Next league is the Premier League. It was walked by Manchester City. So yeah, usually Liverpool do really well in the Premier League and Football Manager. But it was Manchester City's year, and quite convincingly their year, losing 3 games all season against Liverpool both times. Liverpool did the double and still managed to lose the title, and away at Everton. So Merseyside looked to be a real problem for Man City. Draws, yeah, blah blah blah. Wow. So Liverpool had the same amount of losses, but just couldn't get that extra win, that extra goal to get the W. Let's have a look in the Championship. Who's coming up? Is that a Fulham or not? It Leeds up? Yeah, Leeds are up. So Leeds are in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. They've finally done it. I think they're on top now before this coronavirus break took place. But they've done it in Football Manager. West Brom a close second. And then third and fourth. So they knocked out Birmingham, Huddersfield. Hud couldn't bounce back up after a couple of years down here. When did they actually get relegated? No, it was last season. Dead last. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I lose track because of this coronavirus thing. Charlton, Luton, Town, and Barnsley. Surely. I just watched Sunderland until I die on Netflix. Surely they're up. Oh no, they're in 8th. Oh goodness. Has he sold the club yet? I heard he was. They did. Stuart Donald left. Wow. There you go. They are in the decline quite heavily. Oh, and they're looking for a manager. We'll jump over to Sunderland. Yeah, right. That's a job for another day. I think we might do a Sunderland save. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So Man City won the Prem. That's the takeaway from that. And I'll give you 3 seconds to guess who won. 3, 2, 1. PSG, obviously. 12-point gap to Leon. Monaco. Where are actually Monaco? Are Monaco fixed in real life? I remember they finished down here, but I don't know where they are in real life at the moment. But they're third in Football Manager, so Farmers League, PSG won again. Yeah, surprise, surprise. And you thought PSG was a surprise. Wait till you see Juventus win the league. I know, surprises all round. Milan, another team that seems like a really good save. A sleeping giant for sure, for sure, for sure. Bundesliga, I think Dortmund won it, didn't they? How exciting. The Bayern had a really tough year this season. Really tough. They lost to their bitter massive rivals, 1860 in a pro-season friendly. And then their second team got their butt whooped twice, even though they had a man advantage in one of the games. Bayern had an embarrassing season. In fact, they didn't beat Dortmund once this year. Who's going down? Who are we meeting in the next season? That's what I'm trying to say. So, Union Berlin, we will be playing them. Fortuna Düsseldorf, we'll be playing them. S Soccer Club Paderborn might be down. Who are they playing in the Bundesliga 2? Ingolstadt. No, wait. I got confused for a second. I was saying, what? Ingolstadt? So they've actually won the first leg against Greuther Fürth, but it's at home. So who are they playing? They're playing Stuttgart. So Stuttgart should go up. And so the second leg's in 2 days. We'll keep an eye on that. I also got a message that one of my scouts wants to go in part-time roles. I don't know. I'll deal with that next season. Right now, I'm just reflecting on this season. Fine, we'll check the Austrian League. Why not? It's loaded. We'll have Leagues. I don't really know the Austrian League, but I know Red Bull Salzburg, and it doesn't surprise me that they won by 12 points. So their league splits off. Wait, teams start with their league records along with 50% of the points from the main league stage. That actually sounds like a pretty cool system they got there. Alright, so now we're moving on to our squad. So we're going to have a look at who's expiring. So we got Timo Gebhardt expiring, Marcus Brazil. I'm still thinking I might sign him up on a contract. How much wage have we got actually? So we have a much bigger wage budget now. So maybe, because I don't want to go into Bundesliga, even though the whole team is under par. I don't want to go in with like no players because that would not be good. We'll probably let Herbert go. Felix Weber, still deciding. Bodman's done. He's gone. Karga is a maybe. Probably not actually, because we got a couple of youth prospects in the wingers now. Same with Kinsvater. King Awuso is the biggest loss of the century. I actually thought it was more casualties than that. I think we'll be fine next season. Getting rid of a bit of the wage budget, it's always good, always good. I haven't really shown much of the staff this season, but it hasn't really been an area of concern. I've sort of come in with a great backroom team. I'll review it before next season and have a look if I need to make any changes, but I think it's going to be pretty good and we won't need to make any changes. Have a quick look at the team report. So the assistant report, there's a lot more positives than negatives at the start of the season, for sure. I mean, look at that. It's barely any. We might need to get in a bit of a leader. Apparently we're lacking a bit of leadership. Aerial, I see that. We can see so many headers, it's not funny. Handling. Passing, I don't see that. I think our passing's immaculate. Finishing, it depends on the day, like any team. King Owusu's a gun finisher. We won't have him, but that's okay. I just keep reminding myself of that. Nice. So as you see in the season, we really had a core of players that sort of played in and out every week. See, King Owusu, obviously. Efgan, Leon Klassen. I see the appearances in the 30s. Uyghur couldn't play all the games, obviously, because I came in and he was injured, but he would have probably played the 36, 37. Hiller, towards the second half of the season, was exclusively the first team keeper. Fabian would have played a lot of games, because I think I only discovered him about halfway through the season. And I sort of, like, I didn't even realize this guy was here. But he played the second half of the season. Same with Mole. I don't know what I was doing, but I couldn't see these players, and I was like, what is this guy? He's wanted actually. He's a good player, Mole. I like him. He can finish a ball as well. Despite the scare report, I have seen him score some great goals. And yeah, he's consistent. He doesn't shy away in the matches. He's a good player. Good player to have around the dressing room as well, by the looks of it. Apart from that red card, but red cards don't seem to affect us in the save at all. If we have another look at the stats, I'm a stat man, I'm sorry. His minute per goal is pretty good. He basically averages a goal every 1.2 5, just under games, 1.5 games, 1.5 obviously. Uh, it's better than Osaway's, obviously, because he only got 23 goals. It had 86 shots on target, wowee, out of 161 shots. So just over half of his goals have been on target. He had a really good average rating, 7.42. I shouldn't really be doing this because it's making me sad that we're losing him. But it's a big hole to fill, but I'm sure we'll fill it. Anyway, before we leave, I really want to see the result of this game. So we'll be back for that. Of course, the Euros and Copa America is this year, so that's exciting. Um, of course, we got Australia in the Copa America this year, which seems really strange to me as an Australian that we're playing in an American tournament. But I'm excited for it. Obviously, it's not going to happen in real life because of coronavirus, but it's going to be exciting in the game nonetheless. So apparently, Milos Degenek used to play for us, which is unknown fact to me. He went to Yokohama, where Ante Postecoglou is managing at the moment. In real life, I don't know about the game. Of course, I don't have it loaded, so it wouldn't tell me. But yeah, so that's an interesting little fact. Milos Degenek used to play, um, and Kevin Voland apparently used to play for us too. The more you know. Oh, on loan. Okay, so I know we had him, and then we sold him to Hoffenheim, then got him back on loan, and then he sold it for 16 mil. So I think we're not selling these players on for as much as we could. That's for damn sure. That would most likely be due to the financial troubles, though. Anyway, I thought that was a cool little fact. So we have one of our scouts being offered a job. I never really asked him to stay because they just get upset. If he wants to go to FC St. Pauli, then that's fine. I'll replace him. That's my view on it. I'm just gonna have another look, sort of more next season, at the staff team, and just hire who I think we need, and probably not fire anyone, but do whatever needs to be done. So that's that. So the medals and stuff have just been given out for 3 Liga and the bonus. So I assume that it's over. So let's see who won the playoff. Wowee, 3-3. So in Golstat won. So in Golstat are coming up with us. So that's a thing, I guess. I want to see this one as well. So Stuttgart will not be going up. Damn it. Okay, so worst case scenario, Ingolstadt are coming up with us and Stuttgart staying down. So it's not looking good for us next season. But I mean, Ingolstadt don't look very good in the league last season. They had a really shocking run. So maybe, you never know, we could stay up. It's my goal to stay up. So as you can see, I've got all these achievements. Player of the Year, King of Wusu. Just to rub it in even more, we'll congratulate him. Just so he loves us even more. Top goal scorer award. Manager of the year. Oh, I got skipped out of that. Come on. Come on. I had a better win ratio. Played same amount of matches as him, obviously. Come on. That's rough. And the buy-in 2 manager. Oh, that was not like that at the start of the season. We were 8th at the start of the season. I made no signings whatsoever. That's rough. I think I should go manager of the year. Anyway, I can't. What is this team of the year? Hiller. Goalkeeper of the year. Nice. King of Wusu, obviously, just to rub it in. Fcan, Weber, Uyghur, and Raider. Leon got a bit robbed. We would have had the entire defense, but Leon apparently didn't cut it. Did not cut it, apparently. So we're going to scout this guy. No, we're not. They're coming up with us. He's not going to want to leave. Who's not coming up? This guy. But we'll bring up. They're basically going to try and bring up the best. Oh, he's got a transfer arranged. Oh, well, we'll scout him anyway. Try and bring up the best of 3 Liga to try and help us stay alive in Liga 2. Bundesliga 2. And then Lang, we got a. Oh, no. No! That's a bad mistake on my part. He's actually a gun. How tall is he? 6 foot. He didn't have a face. You can't blame me. We'll add him to the transfer list. If his We're just if we get to Bundesliga, we can buy him maybe. He is interested at the moment actually, so but I'm not spending the whole transfer budget on him obviously. So as you see here, we have sort of this is where I mark the end of the review because obviously this is next season business. So I'm going to come at this from a new frame of mind. It's been a long recording session for me. But anyway, that's that. And another thing I realised is we didn't get our trophy ceremony at the end of last season. Oh, I'm gutted about that. I was going to add it into the intro for next season at the end of it. But I can't because obviously I don't have us lifting the trophy. I'm gutted about that, to be honest. I don't know how we're gonna. Is it watch goals? No, I wouldn't be watch goals. Surely it's here somewhere. It looks like we won't get our trophy video, which is a bit gutting. Honest. It's only the goal. Maybe did we lift it in the goal stat game? I doubt it, but it could be a possibility actually. We'll have a look. We're not gonna get it, are we? Well, that's that. That's a bit disappointing. Anyway, that's that. That's the end of the first season. It's definitely a success in my eyes. It's been an amazing season. We won the title. We're going up to Bundesliga too. It's going to be back-to-back promotions and winning the title in Bundesliga, winning the Champions League first time of asking. That's the dream. Anyway, I know this is a bit of a long review, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you're still here, I thank you very much. You obviously have great dedication. Yeah, I'll see you next season. Hopefully, we've got a different looking squad that will help us stay alive in a higher division. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more Football Manager content. See you next season.